party people, it's Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here today with the Thunderhorse Descendant Inspirational Bead Bundle. Right? So we're going to make something. Now, I remember, I should look at my book. Watch out, Winter! I remember we may or may not have made a plan for something like this. I gotta look. I can't remember. I thought we might have made a plan. But maybe not. No, I don't see a plan. Maybe the plan was simply in my head. Anyway, I guess we'll make a new one for my head. It'll be fine. So, yeah, Thunderhorse Descendant had its launch for these inspirational monthly bead bundles. So this was our first launch. The first launch was a little rough because we had some trouble with Square. So we're looking into that, but we did sell out of these, so that was super exciting. It's our first launch. It's just super fun. So we had an option. You could get a citrine or you could get an amethyst. And I think the citrine sold out first before the amethyst. What is it, Winter? Winter is having some kind of problems. What's going on? Come here. Would you like to say hello to the people? Oh, Bunsen's calling you. I can hear him. It's like real live beating over here at Thunder House. The Thunder Pets are crazy town. No. Winter, you're so silly. Yeah. What is that? Like that? What is that? Is that you? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there she goes. You can hear Bunsen calling her. Anyway, so I guess we're going to do a design on the fly with this because well, that's what we're doing. So let's get down to the mat and get this party started. All right, guys. So I've been filming today, so my desk is kind of a wreck. Don't mind all this. And I'm just like, whatevs, it's fine. Oh yeah, we must have made a plan because some of my bags are empty. I must have put them together in some kind of arrangement. You guys, if you remember this, comment in the comment section because I literally have no idea what I said I was going to do. And I didn't write it down, so here we are. Looks like I got these together like this. Even better fun facts, I created this mix. So it's like you would think like, oh, maybe you have a plan for that. No, I was just like, these are nice together. I like these. I think maybe these look like they go over here. So, all right, let's see what I have done here. Oh, okay. Yeah, earrings. And this guy. Oh, okay. So something's coming back to me. Something is coming back to me. This goes here. I don't have much. I want to do these like, we have our Old Faithful clasp here. I love an Old Faithful clasp. Alright, well, let's zoom in a little smidge. If you hear some commotion, that is Mr. Bunsen trying to call Winter up from the basement. Because he can't fit through the baby gate. I had to put a baby gate because Jacob was having some trouble with stairs. And I'm just gonna, I put the pinch bail in there. And I'm just kind of gonna hold on to the ends. And I'm gonna give this part a little twist. Just to make it a little tighter at the bottom. Smashing. Alright, earrings. Did we have some earring wires? I know we did. Here they are. Yeah, Jake was having some trouble going up downstairs, so we put a baby gate. And now Mr. Bunsen can't fit through it. But she can because she's so small. She's down here like, what are you doing? Do you even know about beading, Winter? She knows about getting into the trash can, I guess. Yeah? You little tiny meow? That's Mr. Bunsen's big meow from upstairs. No, no, Winter. It's just real life beading over here at Thunder House if you've never been a part. All the bead pets, beading pets, the Thunder pets. And Jefferson went to the market. You know how he loves to go to the market. He just loves that kind of thing. Make sure these are both this one's a little looser. Now twist it well. Alright, earrings are done. Love that for me. Okay. Easy peasy. Now, she's up here for like 5 seconds and got kitty hair on my mat. No, no, Winter. These ones. Furnace glass. Now these are tapered, but that doesn't really matter for what I'm intending to use them for. Here's one extra one, perhaps. Okay. All right. So now originally, I think I was going to take this apart and use it to space my beading, but now I'm feeling a little different today. So now I'm feeling like maybe I just want to I think the thing is I might want to just use this as a piece of chain, like in the necklace, like right here in the focal, to kind of space it out. We shall see. I'm going to get this together real quick first. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some 22 gauge German style wire from Beadalon. And give this a little zip. And I'm just going to create a bail here, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to wire wrap this up. Like so. And I'm going to make a messier wrap down here at the bottom, just because I'm going to then add on this Egyptian crystal. And this Egyptian crystal has a little bit, I would say a little above average of a hole size. It's not like super big or anything, but it's just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make a little messy wrap here. You could also use like some spacers or, you know, some other little beads or something. I'm going to put that on there. Smash them. And then do the same kind of up here at the top. I think I might bring this around to the bottom as well, since I have this extra wire to work with. And right. Making sure all my little wires are tucked in. And then I'm going to bring in my chain, And I've already taken off the lobster claw and found the middle. And so now what I need to do is I need to attach this onto here. So when it hangs, I gotta make sure that all of my loops are facing the right way. So I'm gonna give it a half a spin, and then I should be able to just put it on. Trying to find the opening here. Here we go. And it should be good to go there. The cat is upset. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so then I'm just holding this up so I can see. There you go. Hope you guys can see that. That is quite lovely. I just want to make sure when I'm holding it that everything is laying the way it's supposed to be hanging. And it looks like it is. So there we go. The first part is complete. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on these sides. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do rosary chain with these sides. So I'm actually going to remove this whole thing all together and just put it up here for now. And I'm going to make a little pattern here. So I think I want to do, I think I want, okay, let me see what I can do. Let's do like this first. I think I just want to go like this. Oh. Make a little pattern. The bead I'm going to put up towards the top because it's kind of not the greatest situation. Now these little guys, these little teeny tiny guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through there twice. So I might keep those out for the time being. And then I have these guys here, so I'm going to go to kind of taper in the metal a little bit. I'm going to go like that. I think that'll be good. And got some links. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my 22 gauge German style wire, and I'm just going to start wire wrapping these. So I am actually going to do, I think I will do actual wire wrap on these instead of, say, doing like the looper. I'm going to do wire wrapped. And I'm going to get started with that. I'll show you how I'm going to do a couple links, and then we'll probably cut to the end because I have to do this a bunch of times. So let me just get a piece of this going here. It's too much. Alright, so now you could attach this to your chain, but if you want to, I'm just going to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up attaching with these two links. I mean, you could attach right onto here if you want to, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to start with a wire wrapped loop. So I just want to show you, if you don't know how to do the wire wrapped loop, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a mark on your pliers, so you're making your loops all the same size. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie. This will come off. You don't have to worry, like eventually it's going to come off. I do it if I'm making a project where I want to make sure that they're all the same size. And I do kind of want to make these smaller. So I'm going to make my mark up here towards the front. Again on the other side. So that I can see they're going to be the same Oh, sorry, I wasn't even on the camera. Anyways, I just made marks on each side of the plier with my Sharpie. So now, when I go to do this, I'm just going to line my wire up with those marks right on there. And I'm just going to start in with my wire wrapping. Bunsen is still crying. Jeff must have left. Push that in there. So here's my loop. So like I said, I'm going to connect this with my jump ring to my chain. So I'm not worried about connecting that right onto the chain. No problem. I usually give the top here just like a little squeeze as a work harden. And then we're going to start on this side with the amethyst. And again, we're just lining up with this mark to get started. So all this wire wrapping is going to give us length. And there we go. So this is what I want. Now I do want to show you how I'm connecting these to these. So we're going to go again. So when I start with this wire, I'm lining it up, okay? I'm going to push this down. I'm going to go over the top. So that's how I'm going to make all of mine. Okay. So now we're going to start connecting. So now I need to open this because I'm going to connect this one onto this one. Now you could connect these with jump rings. If you want to add jump rings, you can. Jump rings are going to give you more movement in the piece than it is if you just have a linked together chain. And then I'm going to wire wrap here. Oh. Okay, so now what I want to do is, since this isn't just like a regular bead situation, I am going to give it a little space, and I'm just going to create another loop. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space. I would say probably like when I close my plier, like this much space, and then that's where I will then line it up. Let's see if this is a large enough hole for this one. Okay. I don't think, maybe it is. Yep. So I kind of want it to be, I made the loop really small. In the future, I might want to make it a slightly bigger, but the reason I did that is because I don't really want this to be able to move around too much. Like I want it to have space to move, but not so much that it's moving around too much. I don't know how else to explain that. The reason for that is because I don't want it to break. So I'm just wire wrapping this existing little piece of wire we made. I'm making kind of like a knot almost, like a, not a knot, but going over the top of it with all my excess wire. To create this chain. So the reason I don't want it to move around too much is because I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of this. So now I'm going to go through here first. So I think what I'll do is I'll back up and make the loop bigger so I don't have to worry about that part so much. So now I have a bigger loop. But I made it kind of loose so that I can adapt the loop. So here's the thing. You could go over the triangle or you could go here. Honestly, I would probably, I mean, you know, I would probably go here just because it's going to make it a little safer than if you have metal up here by the tip of this bead. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so there we go. And then again, I'm just kind of straightening this wire out because I am going to create another loop here with about this much space. The same way that we did on the other side. Right. There we go. So now because see, I have to kind of, I want it to lay this way. So I want it to lay, which is how it's laying, which is great. So now I'm going to connect. It'll look more full when I connect over here. And I have to connect this little guy onto here. And this is literally it. This is what I'm going to be doing with all of these little furnace glass, which are super cute. I think maybe these little ones I will add onto the chain as dangles. Because they were so small, I didn't think I could get through them twice with the 22 gauge wire, which is pretty dang small if you ask me. So then I'm still sprinkling in what metal I have. You can get jiggy with it if you want to, like right here. I could come down and I could bring this little guy around for fun, just for funsies. because why not? However you want to do your little chain is completely up to you. I'm going to go up there and check on those cats real quick. But here is what we are getting. So I just want to show you what I will be doing once I get my chain put together. Because like I said, I probably won't jump in till the end here. But I'm putting 2 loops through here, through the whole of this. This is going to connect on up here as the chain, and then these little guys I had 2 for this side, so I should have 2 for this side as well. So these will actually be dropped here to kind of tie it together, which actually looks quite nice. And I'll probably just do that with a jump ring and hook it on. They're not heavy at all, so that should be good. Let me see. Zoom out. Another way to let the light in, because everything is see-through. You know, like you can see through the holes. Very nice. And then we already have our earrings made. Look at that. So we are cruising, y'all. We got our Old Faithful clasp as well. So I'm gonna jump off camera here, finish up my chain so you can see everything, and I will be right back. Alright guys, here we are. This is my necklace that I made with the Thunderhorse Descendant Inspirational bundle, Let the Light In. So I'm super happy with it. It turned out really well. I actually ended up having some additional beads left over that I did not use for this project, which I thought I would. And then I still have all of these guys as well, which I'll have to make something with this. But for the most part, this went really smoothly. I like the way that it turned out. So I'll just tell you what I did here. So clearly you guys saw me make the earrings. These are so cool. Like, yeah. What? And they're that Egyptian crystal, which is what sun catchers for the most part are made out of. The like leaded glass. So those are just smashing all on their own. Highly recommend. So we got those guys. Now this necklace also has a sun catcher on it to match. Has the selenite, the amethyst. I did a little wrap on here. You guys saw me make the pendant part. So then I started with the chain. So I actually didn't have any of this on the chain until after I found out that I wasn't going to be utilizing all of the beads in the strand, because as I started up the strand, you can see my wire wrap in here. I was thinking about length for myself, and because I want to keep this one because it's like the first one that I made. So I'm gonna keep it, but I wanted to make it shorter for myself, so I think it's about 20 inches. So I got all my amethyst in there. I used my ball and socket clasp here, which is super good. And I had enough of the twisted jump rings for one here and then one here. So after I was done with that, I then moved down here to this part, and I just attached these on with some larger jump rings. So I did have to take those from my stash, just because I wanted them to have enough movement so that they would not break the furnace glass. So I used some round jump rings for that. But yeah, I am really happy with the way that it turned out. So here's this guy and the little earrings. So that is our first project, and it looks like we might have an additional project or two, maybe, I don't know, depending on what we make with the rest of this business. Oh, I know I wanted to utilize these to make kind of like a drop situation, because I had sorted them out on Morning Coffee, I think. So yeah, super excited about that. And now I have more amethyst to work with, which I didn't think I would have before, so that's pretty fun. Anywhooty, I hope you guys are enjoying these projects. If you are, please let me know down in the comments. Also, I would absolutely love to see what you made with your Let the Light In bead bundle. We're also different in designing, and I just am super curious. So if you would head over to the Facebook group and just do a post if you got the Let the Light In box and are making something with it. It's also important to note that if you do share your photos, you will be entered to win your next Thunderhorse Descendant Inspirational Bead Bundle free if you win, right? So if you read the little handout that comes along with the bundle, you would have seen all the dates and times and things that we will be doing the ducky race. It's basically the same day as the Found Objects Challenge. Excuse me, my voice is giving out. Been talking to myself for too long. It's basically the same day as the Found Objects Challenge, and we will do the Found Objects Challenge ducky race, and then we will do a ducky race for the inspirational bundles. So just want to put it out there that this is not a judged contest. None of Thunderhorse Descendants contests are judged contests. They are randomly generated winners. So like, as long as you're submitting your entries, you have a chance to win. So I'm just putting that out there. I thank all of you who supported me in creating these bundles, and I hope you guys are enjoying them, and I hope you love them as much as I do. And yeah, so we'll see what else I can come up with. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.